Assalamualaikum. Today we are unboxing Inverex Nitrox 6 kilowatt inverter. This is hybrid, single phase hybrid inverter, but it is not useful for Karachi because K Electric is not allowed single phase hybrid, but Wabda can. So the hybrid purpose can be utilized in Punjab outside of Karachi. Here we utilize this inverter as a off-grid inverter, not a hybrid. We cannot do reverse metering because it's a single phase. So this is Inverex 6 kilowatt hybrid inverter. Actually the manufacturer is Cheese from Chinese, and they only give inverter to Inverex company. We cannot import it directly from the Chinese manufacturers. It's a very best quality inverters, and it's IP65. This is its warranty card. We have 5 years complete warranty, its parts, and as well as any fault come across in the inverter. And now we have a communication port. In this we have communication port RS45. This is Cat 5 cable for computer connection. This is jack, solar panel jack. These are the anchor bolts, and these are the communication cable for reverse metering if we can. Okay. So these are the accessories, and in this box we have, yes, this is CT for measuring the current, and for this CT we can calculate how much power we are consuming by the K Electric and by the solar, so we can do comparative analysis of it. The last accessory is its Wi-Fi module. You connect this Wi-Fi module to so inverter can connect it with internet, and you can access its statics anywhere else. This is solar ports, solar PV ports. We can make 2 strings of 5 panel, 4 panel, depending upon the configuration. This socket is for minus of batteries, minus and plus. These socket for the batteries. This socket is for communication cable for zero export device, for calculating the home load and solar production. And this communication to connect parallel inverters or to connect with the computer. And this knob is for generator. If we have a generator input, we can directly connect it from this port. And this is load port, your house load, and this is grid port. And we have this port is RS485 to connect Wi-Fi module of the inverter. And now on the left side we have a PV switch for solar panels to cut out solar string, and inverter on off. We have a very smart button, on off button. The whole inverter is IP65, waterproof and dust proof. You can see that the heat sinks. We don't have any fan operation over here. The fins are too much large or too much extended, so the heat transfer from the fins can heat up the air, and heat is wave out from this heat sink, and new fresh air comes into this place. So this is the natural convection flow, and it's very useful and very beneficial and very energy efficient system. We don't have any fan operation or any maintenance requirement in this inverter. Okay, so these are the statics specs of Inverex 6 kilowatt hybrid inverter. We have so first of all, this is the IP65 plus. IP rating means dust and water protection. 6 means it has total dust ingress protection, and 5 means it has protection of low water jets. This is operating temperature. This class 1 protection level is class 1. Battery voltage, we have 48. We can connect 48 volt battery series, either lithium or any liquid based batteries. We have battery current maximum is 135 ampere DC, and for the AC power we have a frequency up to select 50 to 60. We have AC current 27 ampere maximum, and we have maximum AC power connected to this inverter would be 600 watt, 6000 watt. So it's 6 kilowatt or 6.6 kVA. We have a power factor 0.8 leading to lagging, and maximum PV input voltage is 370 volt, 150 voltage for MPPTs, and 13 ampere for the solar string. So we can only connect 13 ampere medium range inverters with medium range in panels, solar panel with this inverter. We cannot connect the Trina 650, 590 panels. And we have maximum input power of solar is around 7.8 kilowatt, so we can connect around 8.5 9 kilowatt of solar panel, so we can get maximum 7.8 kilowatt in the Karachi. So we can connect up to 8 to 9 kilowatt of solar panels with this inverter, and the maximum PV short circuit current can move up to 17 ampere. Okay, so utility line interactive, we have again the same specs, 6.6 kilowatt, maximum power 6000 watt, total power, battery discharge power is around 6000 watt, again 6 kilowatt. And for the standalone means it is not taking power for solar, for battery it is taking for grid. So for the grid we can connect this inverter up to 12 kilowatt for 10 seconds only. So we can connect only 6000, but for the any surge power for starting of high motor or in ACs, we have a starting torque, so it can take up the torque to the double of the power of the inverter for the 10 seconds. So these are the specs. Okay, so this is a IP65 inverter, IP rating of 6 and 5, dust complete dust proof and water splash proof. You can see the insulation of the cover box. Okay, now so this is solar panel switches for on and off, and this is inverter button for on and off, and this is batteries connection, minus and plus, main connection plus and minus for 48 volt batteries. We need to connect 4 batteries of 12 volt and make a parallel, or we connect 48 lithium based battery bank. Okay, again, so this is the function port and this is the parallel port. If we need to connect 2 or 3 inverters, these ports need to connect with the inverter. For second inverter, the Cat5 connection cable will connect with this and another inverter, and for the middle inverter, both the first inverter port come into this point and the second inverter port goes to the third inverter. Okay, and from this dip switches we can make different parallel connection. And the top 3 ports, the most left is lithium BMS card function for controlling the lithium based batteries for their safeties and controlling of their power, and these 2 ports are for RS485 chin power meters. They can utilize. We will make another episode or part of this inverter solution in which we will show this power connection of the inverters. And the remaining major 3 ports are for generator, load and grid. These 3 ports can be utilized for different purposes. For an example, we have 4 modes and 3 modes of 4th mode explained in the manual. Let me show you. Yes, these are the modes. The first one is the most basic mode, in which we connect solar, battery and connect CT with the grid, and connect the whole load with the grid, and the major load which can be utilized for battery backup we connect with the basic load. So only 2 functions will be utilized, one is the load and one is the grid. Generator function will not be available in basic mode. With second mode we have with generator. So this generator connect with the generator, and now we have a function of the generator port, the function port. So the function port is the first 2 point is for the temperature sensor. This is the temperature sensor. Yes, that need to connect with the batteries for their safeties. The second, the third and fourth port of this function port will be utilized for the CT transformer for measuring the grid amperes, and the 5-6 port is for relay switch of the ATS, generator ATS. Yes, for generator, and the last 2 port will be utilized for generator line and neutral. Yes, this inverter can also be used as a ATS for the generator. You can convert your simple self-based generator into automatic transfer shift load of generator. Can be utilized as a ATS as well. So we can connect these 2 wires with the starting coil of generator, and when the generator start, it sends its line in neutral and stop the starting switch. So keep on the generator, and when we need to turn off the generator, this again next ATS port will be utilized for tripping of generators. Okay, so now come to the ports. Yes, we explained the second mode. The third mode is the smart load. We utilize the generator port with the smart load. Okay, this generator line and neutral will connect with the load which has a very high power consumption, like resistive electric kettle or air conditioners or any high ampere motors which cannot be utilized continuously. So we connect this load with that smart load, and the main load connected with the backup load for PCs and for the fans and lights, and the last load is also always a grid. Yes, and fourth mode has further 3 options. For an example, in the fourth mode we connect with the generator port with the grid tie inverter. This is called on generator AC couple. On the generator we are coupling our grid tie. The second option is on load plus AC couple. In this we connect with the smart load with the generator port and connect inverter with the backup load. You can see the load connection of the backup load. And the third one, the difference is that we connect grid tie inverter with the generator with the grid ports. Okay, this is the difference.